let us continue playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. And we're going to have to name a couple of these ships. As I said, feel free to help name things, but we should at least name the flagships, even if nothing else. The Righteous Friend Computer. There we go. The legendary flagship from the Gothic War, the Righteous Friend Computer. If only we could put a Friend Computer logo there. But, you know. It is beautiful, it is magnificent, and it will destroy the Common Mutant Chaos Traitors. So, with that done, and with a number of things left to do, let's go and get ourselves a new ship here. We can get another Vanguard free, so this gives us 2 high-powered fleets, and of course it's good to have the space. We should have the Space Marines go into combat because they haven't done a lot at this stage. So let's enter Cadia, and we will also have Spire enter Cadia. Why can you not enter Cadia? Because your movement's done. I have been an idiot. Okay, thankfully I had enough movement spare to make sure that didn't actually backfire on us. I shouldn't have done that last time though, because it's now increased our upkeep and cost us money. We're playing suboptimally. This is not good. Thankfully, it didn't put any defenses in Cadia itself, so we can now. Okay. So that's basically the timer here. So we're now a quarter of our way through completing all 4 of these missions. If we don't finish them in time, we will lose. The good news is, though, Dumas Binary is now done, and this gives us a massive increase in points from there. Absolutely, that was required. We can't afford any other upgrades, though, because of the amount of points we got left. So, let's head to Cadia. We shall send you and you. And I think we might as well. Can we actually make advantage if we can move from there? Not really. So I think moving to Cadia is fine anyway. We have all of the other systems under our control right now. Can't zoom out to the sector map to confirm everything, but we'll move everything in. Alright. Launch battle. So leadership is still 600. We obviously want these 2 fleets in first. So the 12th World Eaters and the 17th Thousand Suns versus the Imperial Fists and the Gothic War Fleet. Let's go. I know I skipped these quite a lot, but I do actually genuinely enjoy those scenes. Okay. So as you can see here, it was kind of cut off a little bit here. We do, however, have enough fleets to possibly have a go at this. This is, again, area control. There are other missions, I promise you that. And we'll see how this goes. Ready, and go.
Coordinates acknowledged.
So, we've got a reasonable path to take here, but we'll obviously want to burn from the second one. I suppose we could burn from this one, but you know.
Understood. Show us the enemy.
We also do have, of course, fighter craft this time, defending against theirs, and also just get the attack
Aye,
done.
Admiral. Course engaged.
Make sure you're actually accumulating points, because you're probably one of our best warships at the moment.
Reserve. Underway.
You have seized a strategic area.
And all head burn, because this is going to be where the battle begins.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Oh, here we go. Let's get some fighters deployed here. Because we would rather not have... Yeah, we don't want to have those fighters harassing us without any kind of response. They are taking their time getting to us, which is good.
Course engaged. We stand ready. We wait your command.
Fortunately, they are engaging us at this stage, and they're out of range of our scout right at this moment. Alright, one cruiser detected.
Ship ready.
Alright, we'll have the void shields up, just try and defend that a little better. And let's go and engage. Alright, Thunderhawks, attack.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
You have seized a strategic area.
We also don't want to fire missiles right this second because I don't think that would work out well for us, at least from the back ship. But we'll fire a couple off, see if we can get random lucky hits, you never know.
Enemy sighted!
I am listening.
Call to arms because we do not want to be destroyed by that. This might not be going well to us, in all honesty.
Setting course.
But they are so close together here.
Acquiring new vector. All ahead full.
Suicide run!
Changing course. Enemy sighted. Underway.
Brace for impact. This could be fun.
Sighted. Understood.
Plasma bomb right behind us. This is not the best of plans, I've got to be honest. I've had better plans.
Setting course.
Yeah, I've ballsed this up quite heavily, I think.
Engaging. Your orders.
The good news is they appear to be going for points at the moment, which is something. Why do you not move?
We wait your
Oh,
command.
we're completely destroyed, that's why.
For the Emperor.
Oh, and then the ship we're attacking is now invisible.
Enemy
Okay.
sighted.
Keep focus fire, please. Plasma bomb. Right there.
We wait your command. Targeting.
Alright, we might get
enemy
one of their
vessel.
cruisers out in a minute. That's at least something.
Impossible, Admiral.
Get a few ships attacking there.
Your orders.
Do I go for a long range run? It's not going to work though because it's just
Your
going to get...
orders?
My sword ship is in the way.
Assault crews report success.
Come on, a little more damage. A
For the
little more
Emperor.
damage.
Damage teams, begin repairs now.
Alright, they've rallied. Let's get these...
Target
Let's
locked
get
in.
these smaller ships out of the way. They are just getting in the way right now. If I can actually hit that, that might actually even kill it. Depending on how lucky we are here.
Aye, Admiral.
Might be a waste of the plasma bomb, but
Engaging target.
one less ship for us to actually have to worry about. Right, that is massively on fire.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic points.
We are winning! Just... Alright, mutiny, ignore it for the moment. They'll have to try and recover it. Deal with that, and then we'll try and deal with...
Ship ready.
Oh, yeah, this one's almost dead.
Warp engines active.
Try to get out of there.
Enemy sabotage.
No.
Warp engines inactive.
Darn it, we lost our first ship of the battle.
Targeting enemy vessel.
First ship of the campaign. We have not played this well, I've got to be honest, but
We serve.
we're holding off a little bit.
Where shall we strike?
So we lost engines, we've lost fighter control. We've lost
Your
systems.
orders?
And you seemed like you were going to charge our little ship there.
Execute
We don't
high
like
energy
that.
turn.
We're the ones in charge here.
Enemy sighted. Coordinates acknowledged. Enemy ship crippled by the
All
lightning
right,
strike.
here we go again. You know our tactics.
Heading acknowledged.
Oh, I've run out of speed. Well, in close range, but that was a good hit.
Engaging engines.
That's how you make torpedoes hit. You fire them from the absolute limits of where they need to hit.
Changing course.
Come on. We still ram.
Aye, Admiral.
You can tell I'm secretly an Orc player.
Engaging.
Orcs have specialist ships for ramming.
Enemy sighted. We wait your
Well,
command.
Cadia's going to cost us, but at least we're getting it. Alright, they're in mutiny.
Emperor.
We'll just counterattack on that for the moment.
Acquiring new vector.
Alright, move across.
Ship ready.
Yeah, we don't need to deal with this, but unfortunately
your
that ship's
command.
in our way right now. That was not the way I meant to deal with that, but it worked.
Give us purpose.
This is probably the way I'm going to have to deal with you, though.
Execute high energy turn. Setting course.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
Acquiring new vector.
Alright, repair our fires.
Initiate emergency repairs.
Get that done. Begin the boarding.
Impossible, Admiral. We serve. Boarding teams have crippled the enemy.
Few
Your
more boarding
orders?
teams.
Targeting enemy vessel. Your orders?
Oh dear. Well, we lost one Endeavour.
Engaging target. Ship ready.
They can't escape either, annoyingly, this ship, I just realised.
Coordinates acknowledged.
Still, we've got point-blank torpedoes available.
Understood.
If we can actually turn fast enough to make them hit. There we go, multiple melter torpedoes. We're getting the torpedo plan
serve.
down. So not torpedoes fire, they're mutinous. That is game over. That could have gone much better. But we've taken Cadia. That's the important thing I'm going to take away from that. We may have... Yep, so we lost the Sacred Illuminator, our first ship to fall in battle. Our Firestorm and Endeavour have upgraded. And we're nearly renowned level 2. Okay, system is now ours. We have 8 systems under our control. And we have a bunch of resource points. So, increases resource generation for 12%. Absolutely, we're taking that. Anything that increases our resource regeneration points is gotta be taken. Agri-World will ignore. Adamantium Vein, Armor of Ally Flagships is quite nice. Cardinal World for bravery at absolute top level. It does increase our amount of resources, but I think we'll save points for Cadia itself. And also possibly to buy ourselves a new ship. We'll see. Enter. Okay, so they created a gun platform there as well. That's going to be annoying later. Yes, 1 Firestorm, 1 Endeavour, 2 Vanguards. Yeah, maybe I don't want Endeavour class ships. They seem fine, but they're sort of all-rounders rather than actually out-and-out usefulness. Okay, so if we upgrade that, that gives us an extra ability to build an extra light cruiser. Just having a quick check around. That's still a thing we could do. That's going to need some more time. Also does increase the threat here and renown earnings. Well, if we get one more point here, we can actually lower the threat by 2, which massively lowers what they can do in the system. And we, in theory, have a couple of fleets that can go and actually work on this, though a little bit of damage on a couple of the vessels. So if we send off the you, and we'll send you off to go and deal with that. So we'll go for this battle, and then we'll see what we've actually got left. And again, we want our Imperial fists to be leading this battle here. There are other missions. I promise you there are other missions. I'm surprised we haven't had any that are just destroy the enemy fleet, because that seems to be the more common one. Right, we don't want to deploy in the asteroid field. We can, but we don't want to.
At your command.
But regardless of what happens here, we will not lose this battle this way this has gone. What we will do, though, is send a couple of waves of Thunderhawk interceptors to just go and harass. Because they do it to us all the time. It doesn't really do much, but you know, it also gives us a bit of scouting.
We stand ready. To where we are needed. State your order.
You can encourage the speech.
Where shall we
encourage
strike?
Speech about machines. Clearly, the old tech priests. Okay, so our first battle with our Imperial Navy ships. So there's going to be very little in the way of ramming speed going on. I mean, you can ram.
We are ready to serve.
You can ram with any ship, and it's a viable strategy. Just only given degrees of viable.
Underway.
You have seized a strategic area.
Alright, we're going to let them identify us here.
The
We
enemy
want to
has
just get
seized a
ourselves a
strategic
little bit closer
area.
to this one, since it is the furthest one away. And if we end up playing go round everything silly buggers, that would be fine for us as well. That's it. It looked like our interceptors were actually going off somewhere else, but it doesn't matter.
Show us the enemy.
Reaching nominal speed.
Good news is the Space Marine ships are quite quick.
Aye, Admiral.
Bad news is the Imperial ships are not that fast.
Thruster routines active.
But they're worth enough points that
I am listening.
we can work around things.
Where shall we strike?
Alright. Just wait for time to build up.
You have seized a strategic area.
Hold course.
So yeah, we're just going to steal their point. And
Rouse the
burn.
engines to fury.
They're not going to burn through the asteroid field. Yeah, we do actually take damage going through that.
Engage engine red lines.
Also, our interceptors are confused.
Standard speed engaged.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Yep, but we're about to seize theirs back, so this means we can just play around the houses and win that way.
Reaching nominal speed.
In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Repositioning.
You have seized a strategic area.
I don't know how that actually affects their ability to take it, but I might as well send them off.
Engines engaged.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have accumulated 25% of strategic
Good news,
points.
we have actually engaged them at last.
We serve.
The spirits obey.
Show us the enemy.
Alright, we're gonna go and kill this now. We got enough points, we can go for some victory here. Send out some annihilators on
Initiate
those.
Thunderhawk bombardment.
Go for the radar.
Give us purpose.
And your purpose is to kill the Chaos Marines in that frigate. Unfortunately, we didn't actually claim that before we left it, so fine.
Main batteries fire. Enemy in sight.
Machine spirit appeased.
Also, want to fire this cybernetic orb at people, but we'll wait for that. That's actually a much... Oh, that's stasis bomb, that's why.
We stand ready.
And, oi!
Enemy in sight.
Not appreciating that. Some repairs done.
Receiving your order.
Actually, this should be quite good for a torpedo run here. Fire yours.
Machine spirit appeased.
Fire yours.
To serve the Omnisire.
Breaks for impact ramming speed? Yeah.
Show us the enemy.
Initiate
Another
Thunderhawk
bombardment run.
That is impossible.
Some of it isn't.
I am listening. Teleportarium vectors calculated.
For the orb.
Skitari assault successful.
Yeah, the orb's doing
Severe
well.
damage to their corrupted machine.
Engines are out.
Where shall we strike?
We should probably kill this. You know, frigate shields back up. Actually, given that's now lost its generators, we'll just do that as and when. Alright, radar down.
Give us purpose.
Keep the fight going. Yeah, the Chaos chips outrange you. It's annoying.
Obliterate that target.
Still, that one's kind of
We
crippled
stand
and
ready.
useless.
Enemy in sight.
Yep, their maneuvering has not been perfect.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points.
Oh, we're well ahead on that front. Alright, let's send some interceptors off because we need to deal with them now. The shields are back up. Grr. I can't see where the other ship
enemy
went,
is seizing
so
one of your strategic areas.
I'm going to say they clearly don't care about you.
Where shall we strike? Moving to position.
Alright, now I'm just going to deal with the last one, which has run off to try and capture points by itself. Which is
Show
not a
us the
viable
enemy.
strategy for success here.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points. The enemy has seized a
We
strategic
don't actually
area.
need to go and fight
you
them
have
anymore,
seized
but-
a strategic area.
But we can't just let the Chaos survive the battle. That would be terrible.
Enemy in sight.
Thunderhawk Squadron
Launch
out.
Thunderhawks.
Oh, they're gonna outspeed it. They knew. They knew. See if they knew about this though.
I am listening.
Lightning strikes. Yes, they called to arms because of the amount of troops we're firing at them.
Troop transition successful.
And they are doing some damage.
Strike quickly, brothers.
Teleport attack successful.
Castellan maniple teleported.
Okay. More Thunderhawks.
Launch Thunderhawks!
You are close to victory by strategic points.
I know, but now I want to kill them.
Begin rearmament.
More Thunderhawks. I think we're gonna win before we win.
To serve the Omnisire.
Throw a couple of torpedoes at you. Their engines are completely dead. And they're still gonna miss. Torpedoes are still gonna miss. Yep.
Show us the enemy.
Darn it. Eventually we'll learn how to use torpedoes correctly, but I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. Ramming speed time.
Optimal course set.
I mean, honestly, it is a good sight. Not as good as with the Imperial sort of front scoop, which is much better for ramming, but you know. Okay, we have reached Renown level 2. This gives us an array of bonuses. Our command capacity is increased by 1, meaning we can have a 4th fleet. Our fleet capacity is up to 450, our leadership up to 675, so we can now finally have additional ships in combat. We can now move up to cruisers, we have an upgrade point, and we have secondary objective assassinations missions now unlocked.
High Command has granted its blessing to our work. Our fleets grow in capacity.
We also now can buy our upgrades. So, we have things like armor piercing, we have extended teleport strikes, advanced strike hangers, disruption overcharges. We also have the ability to increase things like rotation speed, which I find ridiculously useful. Fire effects are reduced. Shield generation increases, which are always nice. But I think what we're going to go for is maneuvering thrusters to start with. So we want the ability to turn slightly quicker. Okay, so we have 5 more turns of the 100 resources a turn before that
The enemy
dissipates.
will be mobilizing. A watchful eye must be kept on their systems. We now have the opportunity to forge a new fleet.
We do in fact have the ability to forge a new fleet. We will probably hold off on that for the time being because I think we need to have a cruiser really leading this one. And I don't think we've got any way to build additional cruisers at this stage. I might be wrong. Let's just have a quick check on things. Astrofield. Armor value increases, which is always nice. And we have 2 more systems to take before we have officially 1, which are just the 2 systems remaining in there. Now, here's where we're going to cheese the game a little bit here. We're going to let this timer run on. We are going to obviously deal with Xerxia. But we'll deal with that probably next video, I think. But we're going to deal with Xerxia. We're then probably going to take one of these 2 systems, the one that looks the easiest for us to deal with. Currently the top one is slightly easier. So we'll probably deal with this one first then. What do we get for this? Penal World, Troop Regeneration, each connected Hive World. Oh, no, that's resources. We've got to go for that first. Yeah, resources. So we want to basically try and max out our resources as much as possible, because obviously if we go to the next mission now, we won't have all of these places upgraded. Therefore, it's much more important for us to deal with this Forge World first. So that's what we will do. We will upgrade the fleet, go up to there, take out these, and then move on. So, we'll end the turn, start turn 9, and then we will debate. Okay, so we can now see we've got a bunch of upgrades available in Cadia, and 418 resources with which to do it, plus the ability to make a new fleet, which again, we're going to hold off on. So, next time, we shall name some ships, we shall name a new fleet, possibly after one of you if you want, and we'll see how things go. So until next time, folks.